Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And as soon as we beat the 8 Robot Masters and click Stage Select, we go right into the Wily stages. That's how Mega Man 2 works. You can't actually go back to any of the stages and revisit them to get E-Tanks or anything like that. Same with Mega Man 3. Now, the first Mega Man game you could do that, and everything from 4 onwards you can do that. Anyways, it's time for one of the most iconic tunes in all of Mega Man. And it's time to show off just how powerful Metal Blade is. Look at one blade just tears through everything. And the bird eggs are not immune to it like they are to boomerangs. You can fire it in 8 directions. It has tons of energy, just like Quick Boomerang. Oh, that's the wrong button. And now we have a wall. We have to scale the wall. We do that with item 3. Haven't really shown that off yet, but it gets usefulness out of here. And remember how that took several shots from the Quick Boomerang? It just takes one Metal Blade to slice through all the worms and the worm generator. At least I guess those are worms. Maybe they're Twizzlers. Who knows? Dr. Wily would be one to create evil Twizzlers. There's demonstrating a downward shot. And this is one of my favorite tunes from the Mega Man franchise. It's really good. It just totally gets you pumped up. It's very catchy. And there's a Sniper Joe. He's above us, though, so we can establish some air dominance here. I want to say you can time it so, like, all 3 shots hit him. This is not as efficient as I would have preferred. You could have also used Metal Blade from the ladder position and fire it diagonally. We'll demonstrate that here. See just how much better Metal Blade is than basically everything. There's a few situations where other weapons will be better than Metal Blade, but it's very few. And I've played through this game so many times with Metal Blade, that's why I wanted to go to Metal Man last. But I also wanted to show it off. Hey, he's gonna go fly off the screen. Yeah, there you go. Now up here we have a little bit of a puzzle. Might look like you could use item 2 here, potentially. I've always used item 1. If you do like a high jump in item 2 and then jump on it, you could probably make item 2 work. The ladder physics in this Mega Man game aren't the greatest. Physics in general in this Mega Man game aren't the greatest. I believe the physics really start to improve once you get to Mega Man 3. That's where things become a lot more pinpoint precise with your controls, and that's where I really start to enjoy things from a control aspect, and we don't have like ridiculous knockback or ridiculous ice sliding physics. Is there? I don't even think there's any ice in Mega Man 3, is there? I've played it so many times, you'd think I'd know. Oh hey, there's a giant dragon, very iconic dragon. Although, strangely enough, this is like one of the few places you actually see this dragon in the Mega Man franchise. I can't explain why I didn't take like 20 hits there. You can just blast him in the eyes. His eyes just need to be shot. Quick Boomerang works as well. There's tons of sprite flicker, which is a major issue with the battle. Also, by the way, the screen was auto-scrolling while he was chasing you, and touching the dragon is instant death. So it's actually a very dangerous situation. I just kind of breezed through it. I also like how we started like on the outside of the castle and we had to scale the walls and get in, and now we're in. And let's just demonstrate again how strong Metal Blade is. I mean, yeah, Air Shooter kills these things in one hit, but Air Shooter uses a lot more energy than Metal Blade. We'll fill up item 1. This is a job for item 2, our little jet sled thing here. Now what you want to do is not take the first ladder, you want to take the second ladder. Of course you can't see the second ladder right away, so you just gotta be careful. You just kind of trust it. Once you know the game, you know to take the second one, because this is where all the goodies are, whereas if you take the first ladder, then you have to use crash bombs, and then you'll need to refill those crash bombs. Then you have to deal with these crazy cannons. I don't need any of that stuff, so we're just gonna go, oh, hey there. And there are reasons why you're gonna need a full bar of crash bombs later on. It's probably for one of my... It's definitely my least favorite boss in the game, but it's a really great... It's one of those really great ideas, but not the best execution. And now we have these crushers. I dislike these crushers. I mentioned this briefly in Metal Man Stage, and then we flashed our way through. I can't quite do that here because we can't have item 3 out and the flash stopper going at the same time. That won't really work very well. Technically, I could use it here, but I'm going to say flash stopper. Ooh. Usually I take a hit there, because you have a 1-tile gap to kind of position yourself between those two crushers, or you'll take a hit. Even if you do take a hit, there's some health there, and you might not even need it, because this isn't super bad. Now, this is a boss where the room is going to come together and attack you. You might think Metal Blade would be really well here. You'd be right, Metal Blade is a decent weapon. However, Metal Blade takes like 2 or 3 shots to take one of these things down. If you stand in the very center of the room, you won't have to worry about them appearing under your feet or moving under your feet. Just those center 2 tiles, they will always be safe because there's nothing directly above you, so they can't form in that direction. But as you can see, Bubble Lead is actually the weakness. It only takes 1 shot to take one down. They will home in on you, so just let them come to you and launch your deadly bubble. And that's how that goes. So with that, I will see you guys next time.